A few months ago, I built a prototype Vekoma Tilt Drop out of K'nex when Cedar Point announced Siren's Curse, and today I thought it was finally time to build a full layout. Here's how the tilt drop works. The chain gets it all the way up and gets it mostly onto the tilt, and this will push it fully on. And then down here we can turn this on, which makes it, tilt. And then the string, which is attached to a little rubber band, you pull this and it drops. I'm probably going to have this on some sort of crank, so then I can have a motor that will pull that down. So currently this is all kind of just like random, like I have this, it's not anywhere near done. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm gonna lift it up, sort of like what I did with this here. I'm gonna lift it up so then I can have a strong base, and then this can all be underneath it. And then I'll probably like have a control like over here, and then the rest of the build will be here, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm gonna probably work on right now. All right, so I have all three mechanical things on these three rods. So this one, if I twist it the right way, does that. This one twists the little orange connector there, and then this one releases the car. I'm probably not going to touch these for a while because I need to obviously build the rest of the layout, and they need to extend this way. I moved the chain onto this side just so it looks prettier from this angle. So I'm pretty happy with it. It's pretty sturdy. So I think I'm gonna start working on the layout now. All right, so I kind of finished the controls. It's just powered by 3 motors, minus the one for the lift. So once it gets all the way up, it goes about there, and then I can activate this one, which will push it all the way on. Then this guy will drop it. And then here, we have to make sure the gear is in place. We can pull it, no, that way. And that will pull the car, maybe. And then to release it, we have to do this, or else the string will be pulling, and then it won't go back up. After the drop, I have built a stall. I wasn't too sure on what I wanted the first element to be. I really like it. I don't know why I've never tried thickening my green spinal rod track. I've always just used one, but I realized that I can easily make it stronger. I'm probably gonna do this for most of the coaster. Because I've had to build a whole bunch of small supports just so it, doesn't lose too much speed. And I'm hoping that making it thicker will help. All right, so I've been building for a little bit now. I've added this little bump, as well as I've started a little barrel roll, 0G roll inversion. It's not quite making it, so I'm probably gonna try and turn it into more of like a barrel roll down drop, kind of like on the RMC hybrid coasters. So I'm probably going to lower this support a little bit. I'm also maybe going to add some more of these, like extra supports on like the positive G sections. I probably should beefen up the supports over here a little bit on that upward section right before that. But I'm probably just gonna have it just do like a loop. I don't know how much speed it's gonna have, so I'll just get back to building.
So I completely rebuilt the layout. I kept the start of the stall the same, but added a half loop in. So it's basically the opposite of circuit breaker stall. Then it goes into a barrel roll down drop and into an overbank turn. I used a bunch of these hinge pieces to connect all the supports. They're probably the most important piece to making good looking supports. They're so easy to connect to the green spinal track as well as the supports. You can get any angle you want, unlike all the other connectors which are stuck at 45 degrees. They're probably the most versatile piece, and I highly recommend using them. As you saw from that test, it stalled. I probably need to 3D print some trains so this stops happening. After building the overbank turn, I added a low and slow barrel roll. The layout finishes with a 180 degree turn into what's going to be an inclined brake run. It isn't very realistic, but it's what I have to do because of speed loss. Then I have the start of the station, which is on a 45 degree angle. I'm hoping to add lots of details to the station, including air gates and a queue. As you can see, I went ahead and built the station. I again used the hinges to build a slanted roof, which is slightly different than the other stations I've built. I also added a catwalk up the lift using some of the brown and gray connectors for a nice contrast. Then I decided to add some LED lights to the lift, which looked way better in my head. This is definitely one of the best looking lifts, with the catwalk and tilt just looking amazing. Now all I have to do is get the car working again and film.